Goatsquadtv, Celtics win 109-98 over the Nets. That's their ninth straight win over Brooklyn. All things are good in the world. No JB tonight. He's going to be out maybe a week or two with a abductor strain, which, for lack of better words, a groin strain. Jayson Tatum had 20 points. Very low output scoring-wise, but he did a lot of other things to impact the game. Time Lord came and showed up. Marcus Smart showed up. Whole team showed up. Peyton Pritchard had a really big fourth quarter. And he did a really good job defending Kyrie Irving at certain points and times. I guess it's probably because he's so fresh. He's always ready when he comes in there. It's kind of hard for players that are not really ready for that energy to have to go against Peyton. Luke Cornett had a couple big buckets too, including a reverse alley-oop layup that he caught when they were up probably 104-94 or something to that score. Ben Simmons was held scoreless for Brooklyn. So I'm going to make this real quick. I know they didn't have KD. We didn't have JB or Horford for this game. So it really kind of doesn't mean nothing in the bigger scheme of things. But let me tell you something. Brooklyn has a decision to make. Ben Simmons was held scoreless. You understand? Do you really want your third best quote-unquote player on your squad being held scoreless? Now, for the naysayers on Jayson Tatum's part, they'll sit there and say, well, Jayson was held to 20 points. That wasn't because Brooklyn's defense was good. That's because he was just missing shots. He hasn't had a really good shooting stretch the last few games. So, yes, he was just bricking shots all over the place. And it's back-to-back, right? Brooklyn has absolutely no chance in hell unless they go and they trade Ben Simmons for some bench depth. If they trade Ben Simmons for bench depth, then they have absolute a shot to beat the Celtics. But if they don't have any, they really legit have a lot of one-way players and one-trick ponies on their bench still, just like they did last year. And honestly, even though they went on this big winning streak, a lot of people don't realize they didn't beat really anybody outside of Milwaukee. So I'm just going to keep it real. We swept them last playoffs, right? I'll be fair and respect KD and Kyrie. I give them 2 games this year. If they go to the Eastern Conference Finals and face the Boston Celtics, in the East Finals, it's a 4-2. I still don't think they have enough depth to beat the Celtics. And I also think the Celtics are just too hungry to get back to the finals. I feel like that Brooklyn team's just put together, and it's not a lot of cohesiveness still, despite that little win streak they went through. And I don't know. I just don't think Ben Simmons is the answer. Does he make their defense better? Sure, but you can always go get guys like him on the defense end. You can't get guys getting paid that much and not giving you anything offensively. That's not the first time he's gone scoreless all year. He's had a few games he's gone scoreless. So that and Seth Curry's really kind of like purposeless for this team. I thought he would make a bigger impact when they traded him here a year ago. He is legitimately, outside of maybe his jump shot, he is really nowhere near as good as Steph. I mean, it's not rocket science. I mean, Steph's just a different player, but he ain't nowhere near as good as Steph. Right now, he's looking like, honestly, if his last name wasn't Curry, he's legitimately, looking like a borderline NBA player. Borderline right now. He's not playing anywhere as good as he did in Dallas and Philly. So, I don't know. If I'm Brooklyn, I'm looking to deal him. Goatsquadtv, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think.